Has a soldier recorded you during a counseling session? If so, why did they feel that it was necessary to record the counseling session? Furthermore, if a disinterested third party was present during your counseling sessions, would they find your approach to counseling professional and acceptable? That's what today's video is all about. Stay tuned. Team, welcome to another episode of Ask Top, sponsored by MentorMilitary.com. I'm your host, Command Sergeant Major Retired Mark Gerecht, and today we're going to discuss electronic recording devices and counseling. Has a soldier recorded your counseling session? If so, were your actions during the counseling session professional? Why did the soldier feel it necessary to record the conversation? When you found out you were recorded, how did you feel? Were you okay with it, the recording, because it was a professional session, or were you embarrassed or angry because the session was less than professional? Before we get started, I'd like to encourage you to stop by MentorMilitary.com. They sponsor Ask Top, and they have great counseling software products like the Counsel Quick Volumes 1, 2, and 3, as well as evaluation and award preparation software. You won't be disappointed. Hey, enter YT10, that's Yankee Tango 10 at checkout, and get 10% off your order. The description for the links in the software are below. I've been asked numerous times to discuss the likelihood and legality of recording a counseling session between a counselor and a soldier. I've been hesitant to address the issue for a variety of reasons. Specifically, I did not want the topic to become a point of discussion that encouraged soldiers to undermine their chain of command. But after careful consideration and a discussion with JAG, I feel it appropriate to discuss the issue as it appears that it's becoming an unspoken issue within our ranks. So how did we get here in the first place? The answer is simple. The average soldier carries a smartphone. These devices are somewhat concealable. Other devices are available that disguise recording devices as everyday objects, such as pens, USB drives, pencils, clocks, that would not seem out of place in an office setting. Depending on your leadership style, the sensitivity of the subject, and the level of trust that exists between the counselor and the soldier, chances are, whether you like it or not, if you've not been recorded by one of your soldiers, it's likely that you will be recorded in the future. Is it legal for a soldier to record a counseling session? As to making this video, I have not seen or reviewed any legal opinions from JAG concerning the legality of a soldier recording a counseling session. Let's assume an event is taking place on a military installation, which means jurisdiction would most likely fall under federal law. There may be cases in which state law may come into play. In some states, the law forbids the recording of conversations without both parties being aware of the conversation, or being aware that the conversation is being recorded. If a soldier violates a law by recording a person, the soldier can be held accountable for violating a law or regulation. Let's look at two examples. Example 1. If no electronic devices are allowed in a secure area, it would be illegal for a soldier to record a conversation in this area. Let's say a soldier in a secure area is being hazed by a leader. The soldier chooses to record the haze, and even though the recording devices are not allowed in the facility, the soldier then turns the recording over to the commander. Now, the commander has at least 3 issues to resolve. First, the soldier had made a recording in a restricted area. Second, they have a potential hazing issue. And third, they need to figure out how their security procedures broke down. Odds are, in this situation, both soldiers would be punished to some degree. Example 2. A soldier is being hazed in the motor pool by a leader. The soldier chooses to secretly record the leader. Then the soldier chooses to surrender the recording to the commander. If the recording substantiates the soldier claim, the leader is probably going to be punished. This does not mean the soldier who recorded the conversation is free and clear. I am sure the commander will contact JAG to obtain a legal opinion as to whether or not it was legal to make the recording in the first place. Keep in mind, if an individual is concerned enough to record a conversation, chances are it's a situation that involves one of the following: abuse of a subordinate, abuse of power or privilege, hazing, or lack of trust. These issues do not usually rise to the level of court-martial, but are usually left up to a commander to administer and impose punishment or non-punitive measures. In these cases, the contents of a recording may well be allowable in the punishment or administrative proceeding. Think about it this way. If a soldier believes they need to record a counseling session, there are bigger issues at hand, lack of trust being high on the list. Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified when we post something new. My question is, if a soldier is recording a counseling session, Would it bother you? If so, why? Are you being professional when you counsel your soldiers? For those leaders that might be emotional, become offended, and are in some way respond unprofessionally during a counseling session, I would encourage you to work on your counseling skills, your critical thinking skills, and your communication skills. Remember, the counseling session is designed to correct substandard performance in a positive manner. If you think the session has the potential to become emotional, you might want to consider having another leader in the room. This sometimes reduces the likelihood of an emotional engagement, and if it does become emotional, the additional leader can usually put the conversation back on track. Also keep in mind, recording a person can have some serious unintended consequences. What do you plan to do with the recording once you have it? If you choose to give the recording to another leader to take action, a few things happen. The leader you give the recording to may have the necessary information to take action and resolve your problem. 2, the individual you recorded will most likely be angry and you may need to be removed from their supervision. 3, leaders within the organization that know about the recording will most likely not trust or lose some sense of trust in speaking with you because they will most likely feel you are recording them. Recording a conversation has the potential to change how you are seen within an organization. If you choose to do so, use caution. Consider speaking with the IG and JAG to get their take on the situation. You can contact both of these organizations and not provide your name or unit. Bottom line, as a leader, you should act as if every counseling session is being recorded. As the person recording the counseling, make sure you understand the legalities of recording the information and the unintended consequences of recording a conversation. Hey, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ask Top. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy.